exclusively on Continuum.
Edward Kagame.
He is the leader of the cell and the most dangerous.
He didn't make it through.
We'll be okay without him.
With our knowledge of the future, we can operate here, virtually unchallenged. I like it here.
My suit is damaged.
You have led them right back to us.
Run! I'm home.
Kira, we're in the kitchen.
Are we celebrating something?
Well, you are looking at the new project leader on SadTech's latest and greatest.
Promotion.
Congratulations. It's good news.
Thanks for the beer. Okay, I'll walk you out.
Hi, Oscar.
Kira. Bye, Sam.
Oh, I missed you all day long. Yes, I did. Project leader?
Now we can afford this new place. Still like it?
We love it, don't we? Oh, seriously?
It's not just us. Whole city's dark.
Terrorists again. I'm so sick of this.
Don't stress.
The last time they took out the reactor, it took them 4 hours to get it back up.
Baby, relax, okay? The power will be back right away.
It's okay.
It's just street punks taking advantage of the blackout.
If they get into this building...
They won't have time. Power will be back in 10 seconds.
10 seconds.
Trust me. 10, 9, 8, 7...
Just watching you hurts me.
And don't watch me.
Did you have makeup in 2077?
Let's just say the future has changed some things for the better.
How?
A mascara wand with an electrostatic charge preset to release the perfect amount every time.
Describe it to me.
What? Shit. The power's out.
Yep. The garbage truck backed into a pole around the corner from you.
Of course it did. Cameron.
Good morning, Kira. You busy?
No, not really. Why?
Well, I'm not sure. I got something here I think is right up your alley.
Could be the work of your gang.
I'll text you the address.
Thank you. In all my years as a broker, I have never seen anything like this.
Just lucky, I guess.
Your timing has been spectacular.
Well, maybe I'm from the future and know what's about to happen.
Yeah, well, future or not, you, my friend, are now a very rich man.
Yeah, the new companies I want you to invest in.
Synthetic food production? Disaster insurance bonds? What are you expecting, the end of the world?
Something like that.
Lab assistant found Professor Ames here at 0810. Nobody moved the body or touched anything.
Single entry through the front, left and midline.
Oh, clean hole.
75 millimeters in diameter. Through and through?
Oh, I'm gonna turn him over.
Entry wound, same as exit, 75 millimeters. Give or take.
Whatever went through him went through the damn floor.
Let's go.
What the hell penetrates a body and then 5 stories of a building?
My time, my city, my family. When terrorists killed thousands of innocents, they were condemned to die. They had other plans. A time travel device sent us all back 65 years. I want to get home, but I can't be sure what I will return to if history is changed. Their plan? To corrupt and control the present in order to win the future. What they didn't plan on was me.
So you think the gang is involved?
Maybe. There was an unusual energy signature on the device that killed the professor. If I'd had my suit, I could have captured a clearer optical pattern.
Well, you know I can fix whatever's wonky on your suit. I do know a little bit about electronics.
They don't rewire these things like machines. They regenerate them like living tissue.
Mitotic circuitry. It's like electronic stem cells, carbon nanotubes for structure, millions of microreefs. All right. Come on. No. At least that's the theory.
Whose theory?
My father's. So far, it's just a theory.
Have you seen my partner? There you are. So I got Ames's grad student to come down to the precinct to answer a few questions. I'm gonna head there now.
Good idea.
Shane, thanks for coming in. So, you're one of how many assistants that were working for Professor Ames?
Well, there were drones, undergrads, but at my level, I was it.
Okay, so then you would pretty much know everything there is to know about this contraption that the professor was working on.
Everything except why it backfired.
Backfired.
Well, something must have gone wrong with Callisto. Sorry, that's the machine. Ames named her.
Why don't you tell us what this thing does?
We were working on antimatter containment.
You're gonna have to break that down for me because I don't really speak scientist.
Okay, well, our world is made of matter. There's also antimatter.
And when you contain and harness antimatter, if that's even possible, you'd have access to unlimited clean energy, provided that you could figure out how to sustain it beyond a few milliseconds.
Yeah. We had ours at 7 to 8 hours.
What? Ladies, can I help you?
Yeah. There's a really creepy guy in the neighborhood who's been giving us trouble.
Where's this creepy guy?
What's the address here? It's clear.
I think we'll be right at home here.
Spearheading a competitive new technology like this, you're bound to make a few enemies.
Yeah, we had threats all the time.
Threats?
I mean, probably the machine just backfired.
These threats, were they credible threats? Did you report them?
Yeah, we logged them with the police. Especially this one group, Stop Mad Scientists. They threatened to burn down our lab. The leader's name was Vincent.
Can you think of anybody else?
Well, you know, I know the military was always offering to finance this project, but the professor wouldn't accept it. Although, I think towards the end, he may have been buckling.
Shane, How easy would it be to rig Callisto to backfire?
Well, that person would have to be pretty advanced in the technology, but yeah, I suppose someone could do it.
Is there a way for us to access the professor's files on Callisto?
Well, you can't, but I can. His files are on a backup system that I designed. What the? No.
Wrong?
The files are gone.
There must be another backup.
No, you don't understand. This was the backup. This is the safest form of storage.
It's a pretty good design you got there.
It's just whoever could do this.
Shane, you okay?
Focus, Shane.
Somebody must have hacked in. Well, I know this may sound crazy, but whoever killed Ames, could they be after me next?
Well, he's hiding something.
You think?
Yeah. What's your guess?
Motive? Too early to tell.
Oh, play along.
Well, you clearly have a theory, and you clearly want to tell me.
You first.
Fine. You think you murdered Ames and covered up the crime, but based on what evidence?
Based on listening to my gut, you should try it sometime.
I listen.
No, you watch and you calculate, which is a good tactic. Right? I think you should trust your instincts a little. So, what made you ask if the research was stolen?
Seemed like a good possibility, so I went with it. Why?
Well, put yourself in my position. You got this new partner who's got her nose buried into classified intelligence. I mean, I don't know what you know or how you know it.
Smart and secretive. Doesn't get any worse than that.
Oh, look at you. Wondered when you were gonna come around? Hey, don't try to get up. Let me get the doctor.
Yes, that's $10,000 on the leaves to win. Yeah, I know it's a long shot.
Wow.
You like it?
It's freaking beautiful.
Let's go try it on.
Wait. You know, my mom and I were really grateful for you helping to fix up the house and paying off the mortgage, but you're like old enough to be my dad.
It's not like that. Nothing like that. At all. I told you, your father looked out for me. He was kind of like an older brother. I know how hard you and your mama had it since he died. I'm just trying to pay it forward.
Okay, good.
Okay, let's go try on some dresses. Hey, just do me one favor, okay?
What's that?
When you have a grandson one day, and you will, promise me you'll let him jump on the bed and eat lots of candy, okay?
Okay, I promise.
Great.
It's not like I wanted to hire a skywriter to write I Told You So over Yale Town, but yeah, I felt a little vindicated by Ames's accident. Now maybe people will finally wake up and see one more technological miracle on its way to being weaponized.
So is that what you think Ames was doing, Mr. Vincent, making weapons?
You don't? I used to be in this field before I realized the lie they were trying to sell us. Clean energy? Bullshit. Clean genocide is more like it. The first Green War. Thank you. Look, the only people scarier than the scientists who invent this stuff are the people ready to cash in.
And who might they be?
Military, weapons manufacturers, contractors, freelancers, you name it. It's all about the violence.
But not for you. I mean, you did threaten Ames's life.
No, I said we burned down his lab. Sounds like somebody saved me the trouble.
But you just told us you were in that field. You could have programmed the machine to backfire.
Look, you don't get it. Okay, we are a peaceful organization. We're trying to stop the people who are using technology as a weapon. It's not the science. It's the user whose motivations are suspect. Look, if you two want someone to pin this on, check out Melissa Dobeck, Ames's partner in crime.
We weren't told of any partner.
Well, former partner. She grew unhappy with the division of intellectual property and had a falling out. If anybody wanted him dead, it was her.
Did you get that?
Yeah, I got it. Searching connections. Melissa Dobeck and Martin Ames.
His vitals are stable, but his memory's gone. Doesn't seem to know where he is.
Melissa Dobeck and Martin Ames association goes back to 2007.
Both were professors in the same university department before they left.
Before they left to form their own companies.
Yes, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking there's more to their relationship than 6 proprietary patents, including one covering the production of thermal antineurons. Well, antimatter.
Did anybody ever tell you you watched too much Star Trek as a kid?
Martin and I pioneered nanomaterials for antimatter containment. Nuclear residue won't go away, but antimatter, it wants to disappear. So, containment is everything.
Okay, so you and Professor Ames, you found a way to contain it.
The scale was very small. I wanted to take it slow, but Martin had a much more ambitious agenda. I thought it was reckless.
So when you left the university and your company split up, it looks like Ames held on to all the patents.
Even in death, he got the better of you.
But do you want me to dance on his grave? I won't do that. Our differences were very public, and I thought Martin's work would eventually kill someone. I just didn't know it'd be him.
A suspicious person would say that there are only a handful of people knowledgeable enough to program his device to backfire on him, and that you would be one of them.
If you're suggesting that I was involved, that is completely false.
I don't think anybody was accusing you.
Actually, I was. Somebody took critical research files from the professor's laboratory.
I didn't take them. And the worst I ever did to Martin was wish him dead. That's not a crime, is it?
Not yet.
Finegra. Yeah, okay. We gotta get back to the precinct. Dylan wants to see me. We'll be in touch, Miss Dobeck. Inspector, you want to see me?
Yes, thank you, Detective Finegra. This is Lieutenant General Rogers with the Judge Advocate General's office.
Is there something I can do for the Department of Defense?
You can cease your investigation in the Martin Ames matter and turn whatever you have over to my office. We'll take it from here.
With all due respect, sir, I have leads that are going to go cold if I just walk away right now.
We're not being given a choice.
I admire your sense of duty, but we consider the death of Professor Ames and the theft of his work to be a matter of national security.
You are to hand over all of your case files to the General and his team. Is that clear?
Yeah, that's clear.
Well, what do you think?
At this price, it's a steal.
Very nice. It's very nice. Yeah, I'll take it.
Why aren't you talking to me? You think I had something to do with this case being taken away from you?
I mean, your business is secrecy, right? Cover-ups, plausible deniability. I bet you even know that general in there, am I right?
I'm not the enemy, Carlos. And if the government wants to take charge of this investigation, then I'm sure they have a very good reason.
Oh, and that wouldn't bother you?
Why would it?
Because they took my case, Kira.
You take this personally.
And you don't? Look, maybe we can find another angle on this, okay? Find another way to fight our way back in somehow.
Ames's grad student, Shane Mathers, we need to talk to him again.
General tight ass over here, close that door. We need to find a new lead.
Mathers said that the military was interested in funding Ames's project, and Ames said no. Maybe there was other interest.
Like your gang.
You think you could buy me some time to get Section 6 working on this?
Oh, I'm sure I could probably work that out for you. I mean, it's gonna take me till at least tomorrow morning until I can turn all this over to the military.
Thank you. Mr. Mathers.
Look, I told you everything I know.
Did anyone aside from the military express interest in Ames's research?
Not that I know of. Can I go now? Please? I gotta go.
Boy, Mr. Paranoid or what? Think he's hiding something?
Alec?
I was kidding. Never mind.
I need to know who sent that text.
Approximate time received, 10:23. Checking.
Melissa Dobeck texted Shane Mathers while we were interrogating him.
I'm guessing you didn't get a court order for a phone records check.
I didn't have to. While I was speaking with him today, she texted him a second time, and I saw her name come up on his phone.
You did?
No, but if you knew how I really found out, you'd be upset.
Okay, well, why would our victim's assistant be getting a text from a bitter rival in the morning after the murder?
Guys, had an RSS out for anyone in a red jumpsuit, just like our gang. This just started airing on TV.
Hospital officials are asking for your help in locating this man who wandered away from St. Paul's Hospital this afternoon. The unidentified patient was found disoriented.
That's Edward Kagame.
The leader of the gang?
It's heart and soul. He's the one behind all of their activity. We need to stop this broadcast.
It's already been in rotation, like 40 minutes.
Then it's only a matter of time before the killing begins in earnest.
Unless we find him first.
You know, it's not so bad. There's lots of space. A nice TV.
And hydroponics in the basement.
Hospital officials are asking for your help in locating this man who wandered away from St. Paul's Hospital this afternoon. The unidentified patient was found disoriented on the corner of
Made it.
Main and Waterfront.
How will we find him?
Knowing his whereabouts or we
The
can
rally
identify
point.
him.
Kagami said one in case we became separated. If I'm right, that's where he'll head.
We didn't just disappear.
I'm monitoring RSS. Patrol cars are running a street sweep spiraling outward from St. Paul's.
Alec?
I've got feeds in all the CTV cameras, ATM, and security cameras. There's no sign of Kagami so far.
Keep looking.
Oh, they were.
I also have another piece of news that you may or may not want to hear.
Problem?
Help yourself. Wow, Kier taking a note. I'm impressed.
No, Melissa Dobeck.
How close are we to Melissa Dobeck's office?
Not far. Why?
This is bordering on harassment, detectives. I told the military investigators I have no idea what happened to Martin's work. Anything else you want to know? You can ask my lawyer.
Like, for example, why you failed to disclose your legal challenge to your ex-partner's patent?
Should we ask you about that?
You may not know since you withdrew the claim and then had the record sealed as a condition of your settlement.
Not that it's any of your business, but I didn't see the point. I withdrew that challenge on the advice of my then attorneys.
So you just shrugged and let it go? I find that hard to believe.
I'll believe what you want.
Why did you text Shane Mathers yesterday, just hours after the body was found?
I expressed my sympathies, my shock. I don't remember the exact words.
And then again this morning?
What are you synchronizing your stories?
We're done.
Failing to mention your involvement with Professor Ames's closest assistant is a pretty serious omission of fact.
Is that what he told you?
No, actually, that's what you just told us. How long have you been sleeping with him?
Shane and I had a fling. I'm not proud of it, but it's over. I'm engaged.
It's awkward. Does Shane know that he's the odd man out?
Did you ask him that? I thought not. Goodbye, detectives. Don't come back without a warrant.
You say you're free. You point to your Constitution, your Bill of Rights. What rights? You were born into crushing debt, to parents without hope, and your only right is to work for the corporation until you pay it off. Except that can never happen, because everything you need, they provide. Your shelter, your food, your water. And it all sends you deeper into the abyss of slavery. But all that can change, my friends. We have the power to free ourselves, to take back what we've lost, our independence, our dignity, our very souls, to take back our liberty. Liberate yourselves, my brothers and sisters. Liberate. Liberate! 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 Remain calm. This is a place of refuge. No. We have a right to be here. This is a peaceful assembly. Are you okay? Let's go!
Hey, any word from Kagami?
Still monitoring. Everyone's on alert. Dylan wants to see you.
Patent infringement?
It has only recently come to my attention that there may have been a prior theft of intellectual property that is unrelated to the murder of Professor Ames.
Unrelated. I see. Well then, if in fact your totally unrelated investigation happens to lead you to Professor Ames's murderer, I want to be the first to know. Because I'm going to enjoy calling that dumbass from National Defense to tell him we just solved his case.
I took the liberty of having a unit pick up Mathers. They're en route.
How long were you involved with Melissa Dobeck?
Is that why I'm here? Are you accusing me of dating my former boss?
We know she texted you hours after Ames's death.
All right, look, I didn't want to implicate her for no reason.
What about that text would have implicated her?
Did you kill Professor Ames?
What? No. The device killed him. Okay, he brought this on himself. He was pushing a new technology too aggressively.
I understand. It wasn't just himself he was putting at risk.
No, I came very close to quitting several times. It got to the point where I couldn't sleep, thinking about what we might be unleashing.
You're creating something powerful, something you didn't fully understand.
But Melissa did.
No, Melissa had nothing to do with this.
To do with what, Shane? The plot to kill Ames?
She's a good person. And Martin couldn't hold a candle to her as a scientist.
But he took all the patents, he took all the credit. If you really cared about her, you would have done something. You would have helped her get justice.
No.
It would have been very easy for you to sabotage Callisto. You knew the experiment. You helped design it.
Did you know Melissa was engaged? Didn't, did you? Oh, she played you the whole time. Did you hand the files over to her?
I don't know what you're talking about.
We're talking about charging you with conspiring to kill Martin Ames.
I didn't conspire with anyone.
But you admit to killing him.
We have all of your communications. The truth will come out.
You're both going down.
But I acted alone.
Shane, come on. You don't have to fall on your lightsaber for her. She's behind this. We both know that.
No, you're wrong about her. Well, you wanted a confession and you got one. But I acted alone.
What'd you do with the research?
I deleted it. So no one could ever use it again.
Why is he protecting her?
I don't know. I've seen guys do a lot of crazy things for love.
There has to be a way to get to her without his testimony.
Kira, we've already bent the rules to breaking. We have to let the military take it from here.
Kira, I found him.
Phone call. Sorry. Repeat?
Kagami, on a cloud-based photo backup from a tourist. He's at Sun Yat-sen
Got a
Gardens.
confirmed sighting of your Edward Kagame, Buddhist temple at the Sun Yat-sen Gardens.
5 minutes from here. Call us back up.
Take the west entrance, I'll take the east. We'll meet up at the temple in the middle.
All right. Carlos, you've got company. Moving toward your position.
Backup's on the way. Let's get to Kagami first.
You're under arrest.
For what?
For what you're going to do.
How do you know what I'm going to do?
Given your past history and your indiscretions, play God. Change history.
I've spent my entire life making decisions that could affect millions. That's what I do.
Release him and I'll spare the child's life. We both get what we want before the bloodshed.
I'm glad to see you, Travis.
Guess we get to shoot our way out after all.
Another time.
Count on it. Let's move.
Kira, what the hell happened? Where's Kagami?
He was here. We were too late.
We had. So, what do? We let them add to their numbers.
By all accounts, you avoided a public bloodbath. That's something.
Kira?
Excuse me. What is it, Alec?
Check the surveillance footage at the temple, like you've asked. There's no images of you and Kagami having your little tete-a-tete.
Thank you.
I also thought you should know, Melissa Dobeck just booked herself on a flight to Costa Rica.
That case is over, Alec. Professor Ames's murder was solved with the arrest of Shane Mathers. We don't have any evidence to charge her.
Yeah, until now. Would it interest you to know there's actually a second backup of Ames's research after all? Mathers thought he had the only one. Guess who has the other?
Final boarding call for Air South America, Flight 155 to Costa Rica.
Dr. Dobeck. Off on a getaway, so to speak?
Long-standing travel plans?
Well, I'm afraid they're gonna have to change.
I don't understand.
Your sometime boyfriend, Shane Mathers, he's just been arrested in a conspiracy to kill Martin Ames. He admitted rigging Callisto to backfire.
Well, whatever Shane may have done, I had nothing to do with it.
That's exactly what he said. Until he found out that you were, how should I put this, otherwise engaged?
If you misconstrued my rants about how dangerous Ames's experiments were, I can't help that.
So you're denying any involvement in this conspiracy?
Absolutely.
You just slept with your rival's assistant because he was devastatingly attractive. Where's that warrant you requested? Just tell me, did you want Ames dead because he was selling it to the military, or because you wanted the research for yourself?
It's all there. Please do not turn that data over to the military. You know what they'll do with it. And it won't be about renewable energy.
Melissa, I'm so sorry. I'm late. Still on the bridge and my phone's dead.
Who's this?
Drew, my fiance.
Passengers Melissa Dobeck and Drew LaRoche report to gate 34 for immediate boarding. Doors are closing on Air South America, Flight 155 to Costa Rica.
You're gonna be Melissa LaRoche.
Sweetheart, this isn't going to be easy to explain. So, can we have a moment?
Wait. You're going to need this.
Thank you.
Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's crazy.
Security grid's up.
How did you do that?
Promotion, remember? SADTech's latest rollout in partnership with LaRoche Energy. Thousands of redundant mini fusion reactors linked in a network. No more centralized reactors means no more easy targets for terrorists.
They'll just find something else to target. Another part of the infrastructure.
No, they're scrambling. Bunch of revolutionary malcontents that think an insurgency will change everything. They're on the run. If you really want to do something about them, you should join the CPS. They're recruiting. With your military service, you'd be a lock for protector.
Well, I have always wanted to.
I'm ready when you are.
I know. But let's be honest, it's gonna take more than a few blackouts to tear me away from my most important job. Hmm?
The fact that you were slightly further from the device when it went off may have accounted for your different arrival time. Makes you wonder who else might be coming through.
Or who already has.
It doesn't matter. What matters is we've been given the most precious gift life offers. A second chance. Who's been in charge in my absence?
I have.
You've lost soldiers?
We've become more vigilant.
We'll have to be. There's a war coming
How can you be so sure?
because we're going to start it.
No, it's okay. It's me. It's Alec.
Alec?
Got in your head?
Did you really think breaking into my apartment was the best way to introduce yourself?
No, I'm sorry. I got tired of waiting. I found your suit.
So you were going through my things.
It is way ahead of anything that I've imagined.
It's even better when it works.
Well, I was going through my dad's notes. There may be a way to trigger the self-repair mechanism.
Like I told you, I didn't want to get you involved.
Well, I guess I'm like you. A little stubborn.
How long will you need it for?
Well, it's not like dry cleaning. Do you have dry cleaning in the future?
Clean water is at a premium, so all cleaning is dry cleaning. Pulse vibration. 8 seconds, 30 credits.
Well, this will take longer. I noticed today you turned off your HUD a couple of times, and I don't get it.
I was curious.
Yeah, but doesn't that make your job harder? And your tech can tell you so much more.
Alec, I have to confront the possibility that if my suit can't be repaired, I have to do my job without it.
Thought maybe you were trusting your gut instead of your tech.
And Carlos? I was. Felt good.
Why'd you let that woman go?
I had no choice.
You knew Ames's assistant wasn't acting alone.
That's not the point.
Well, what is the point?
Every student in the union learns about Melissa LaRoche in school. She solved the global energy crisis with her development of clean fusion. She's gonna do great things with Ames's research, important things.
So important she gets away with murder?
I'm not happy about it. But if I make the wrong decision, millions could be affected.
So if these scientists are playing God, and in a way, so are you. It's messed up.
What?
They're gonna use me to get to you.
Get to me how?
So you gonna tell me why I've been chased and shot at?
That's complicated.
What's going on?
I'm targeting your family.